The Connors are tackling life without Rosanne, the show, by taking on a serious subject, the opioid crisis.
I just got a call from a friend in the coroner's office. The autopsy found that it wasn't a heart attack. Rosanne OD'd on opioids.
Not possible. Well, we knew she had a problem. She was only on pain pills for 2 days after surgery. Then it was just ibuprofen.
Last night's premiere didn't waste any time explaining the former star's exit from the show. The character's death, initially believed to be a heart attack, is later discovered, as you saw, to be opioids. But many viewers expressed anger and frustration with the way Rosanne's character was killed off, saying the show created a humorous situation out of a very serious epidemic. Rosanne Barr also panned the decision in a joint statement with Rabbi Shmuley Boteach, calling it grim and morbid even. But in a panel discussion last night, the executive producer for The Connors said this, in part, "I think we were touching on themes that were very relevant to our audience." Joining me now is Peter Grayson, licensed chemical dependency professional and director of programming for The Recovery Spot, and Gigi Yang, TV host and entertainment journalist. Gigi, is it true that Rosanne, as I read in the statement, wasn't too happy with this?
Rosanne is not happy at all. She criticized the network for choosing to not forgive her. She also criticized them for writing off her character in such a grim way. But in my opinion, I think this is something that was done so brilliantly because they not only killed her character off in a way that made sense for her character. Since last season, we've seen her battle her addiction with painkillers, so it's very relevant to the storyline. But this is something that is such an epidemic, especially in Middle America today, that I think it's really brave of them to want to use this as a platform to highlight the problems.
It is such an epidemic, Gigi, you are right, that they had to open up makeshift morgues in Ohio, library in Philadelphia even. The librarians had to be trained with giving people who OD'd on this life-saving drugs. So it is a problem that is happening, and it's not going away. Gigi, do we know anything about the ratings, if people will watch without Rosanne?
Well, I knew we were all waiting to hear back from reports from last night. In fact, I think most of the fans were speculating for the past 6 months as to how well this spinoff without its lead character is going to do. Last night premiered at a 7.7 out of 13 in metered market ratings, which is respectful. It's not the best, because Rosanne, the reboot was actually pulling in 18 million per night. But I think the cast and crew can breathe for a little bit. I think they're going to be on for a few more episodes, to say the least.
All right, we shall see. Peter Grayson, Gigi Yang, thank you so much to you both.